The maestro is a very, very appropriate thing to call me right now. The leader of the band, maestro, the master, as it is.
Yes.
I do my best for all of you to give you entertainment every day. Well, not every day, but every week. I do my best.
I just love perspective.
I can't say it's my
Don't you?
best. I do love perspective. Yes. I'm a uh I can't even think of his name right now. Um the French guy, the director, who I consider my friend, Michel.
Michel Gondry.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was supposed to do a movie. I was going to do a movie with him and they couldn't do it because they cast somebody else at the
This
last
is the
minute.
story of Jerry's life. Even though your IMDb page has like hundreds of things on it, every time I
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
right.
something, you're like, yeah, I went out for that, and I told them all to fuck off.
Well, now this one I did not tell anybody to fuck off, but there's a lot of things
No,
where I'm like, oh yeah, and then I have a lot of things that I couldn't do because I was doing something else.
well, yeah, that's the problem. That's probably that's not the
And
main
yeah,
problem, but that's a
and it,
luxury problem. I remember Walsh got called in for a Gondry movie, and that's what kind of put him on my map. I didn't really know Michel Gondry before that. He did Be Kind, Rewind, which I like
mhm,
very much.
that was what I was gonna do.
Um, I thought I think you might have gone out for the main role, which would have killed it. I thought Mo Steph
I
was
did,
very
yeah.
good. I think that he did a good job of just playing it real, just being a regular guy, not trying to do, but just not doing what Jack
Yeah,
Black was doing, which is Jack Black always eats up the scenery.
yeah. I think
But that's his thing. That's what
I
they
could
hire him for.
when he gave me the script and he was like, I want you to do it, and I was just like, why? And when I read it, I got it. I was just like, oh yeah, this is me. Um,
Hmm.
but
It's an everyman, and you can do that.
yeah, um, yeah, without a lot of effort, and I definitely would have known like where Jack was going and how to play against him and all that stuff.
That's true.
Um,
Maybe you might have been a little better at feeding off Jack because everybody else just kind of, it's like being around a hot oven. You just kind of stand back,
stand back. I know it's just like
let the let the Tasmanian devil do what he's going to do without anyone getting hurt.
right. There is like yeah. Um, Yeah, that would have been fun. That was the only thing. And usually with something like that, yeah, it was like whatever I was doing or the reason that I couldn't do it. I think the reason I couldn't do that one was because the studio didn't want me to do it. But the
That's why I
that was a
don't do
fun movie.
major motion pictures. No studio wants me to do them.
Yeah, I refuse to because they don't call me, so I refuse.
Oh, did you ban them the way Ali? Ali just decides he's well.
I
Guess what? I'm
ban you
banned.
all.
I'm banned from Hollywood. Banned
Yeah.
from Warner Brothers. It's like
If you
no,
continue not to hire me, then I ban you all. I will not do your
yeah,
movies.
banned
Uh,
from SNL. I think you were let go. I think
I've been
like you're
banned.
allowed to go up there. You're allowed to go on 17. You're just not going to get paid for it.
Oh
That was one
wow.
flyer I like to pick on him for. He's like banned from UCB, banned from SNL. It's like, no, you left those places or you got fired.
Yeah, usually.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe because after he opened the pit, he still wanted to come back and do ASCAT. It's like, no, no. If you're going to walk, you got to walk. You can't have both ways.
I think that was a part of it. I think that was also just like the animosity, but like
It was the animosity.
I had this somebody's banned. We had another friend that was banned from a club here. This place, alternative club here in L.A. And the club owner, the manager, banned our friend Jay. It was Jay Johnson. It's for a personal reason too. He banned him from the club, and he really did. He was just like, "You're not allowed in. You're not welcome in this place." For like a really frivolous reason too, like a personal reason that he had nothing to do with him, but something that he knew about him, and he's just like, "You know what? You can't come in my club anymore. I won't have you. I won't have.
Oh,
I won't have your kind in here. Your type."
well, that guy was prescient because he turned into a J6er.
Yes, right. Go ahead. You should have known. Yeah.
He did
If
know.
only Congress would have known that.
That guy's brilliant. Like, wait a minute. I think you're a future. What do they call that?
Uh,
Sedition.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
believe you call
insane.
that.
That was insane. Like a full-on fucking revolt. Like when the British burned the White House down. It was like that.
Yeah. Um,
Okay, Raj says he's
I
coming.
I don't think that that's the first time that that's happened too in Washington D.C.
That the
I think that there's
Capitol
been
was stormed
yeah, there's been other riots.
and infiltrated. I think there's been riots. I don't know if anybody got
I don't
in
know if
there
it's
and was
yeah
playing
got into the
around,
Capitol. Well, White House
just
got burned down.
rubbing their business on the podiums and Pelosi's office.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that. I mean, the White House getting burned down is pretty extreme.
That was revenge, just revenge for the revolution. They were still sore about the revolution. That was their equivalent of not letting Ali play an ass cat
Burn it down.
because they were still sore. No, nobody burned the pit down. That happened a lot. UCB always rolled out the red carpet for Chicago people, and then the Chicago people would take off and take our students with them.
Yeah.
I've already started naming names. I'm not going to name more, but it's several individuals.
Um. Well, I mean, it's a tradition of them doing. They did it themselves, so I guess you know.
What, defected?
Yeah. Well, not. Yeah. Again, not so much defected as
No, moving away
went to
isn't
another.
defecting.
Yeah, and moving away isn't really. Yeah.
No.
I mean, went to another place, so.
Yeah, but I mean, I could imagine going into IO and gathering a bunch of students and then just taking them and walking and saying, "Oh,
They
let's do
probably
another class, but I'll do it. Just do it with me." Like that, we
guys
all
like.
coach and like gather students to coach and stuff like that, but not like building up mailing lists and then starting your own private thing with other people's rosters.
We all like each other, right? Let's get out. Let's get out of here. It's like going to another bar.
People are always trying to get me to do that. Bob Wiltfong wanted us all to turn on the UCB. I wasn't having it. And Ali wanted me to come and split and start a theater with him, and I didn't want to do that. I probably should have, looking back, because they gave me the hi hat, but that was after it got sold. No, I got the hi hat before it got sold.
Did you really?
They said no. Ian Besser, Delaney can't teach anymore. People don't want it. Of course, I was teaching all the while in other places anyway, but UCB was just too pussy for it. They lost their spine completely, and then once it was sold, it was just game over.
I'm not getting my Instagram messages on here. I am going to Instagram though. I see that, but it kind of sucks, man. That I'm not. It's
My
not
messengers are crazy. Some come in on the phone, some come in on the computer, and it's very selective about which ones it'll accept. And I'll send it on the phone, and they don't get it. But if I send it on the computer, they do, and it's gone very like the messages I get from you and Raj never come in on the computer. They only come in on the phone.
That's my part of my thing with Instagram is why I got rid of it is because for a time I couldn't get a account without having it on my phone, and
They
I didn't
want you
want
to
it on my phone.
integrate everything, and like
I didn't want them to
Google,
know
if you
where I
want.
am all the time. I was like, fuck that. But they
No,
stopped that.
that's
But I think that they still Well, yeah, no, at a certain time, yeah, they did. They did know where you were at every whenever they wanted to.
Well, they aren't. I mean, all our phones.
Yeah,
Our
all your
phones
phones
know
ping
exactly where we are. And if
unless you
if
turn it
any of
off.
us commit a heinous crime, and they get a hold of our phone, they can just figure out exactly where you were when.
Yeah, that you can't get rid of unless you don't have your phone with you,
Good thing I'm not committing
even if it's
heinous
off,
crimes.
right?
I do
Yes.
commit a lot of misdemeanors, though. You know, I try not to make driving infractions because I don't want to get tickets. I used to make illegal and I guess I still make an occasional illegal U-turn if no one's around. But
I
it's
haven't
mostly
gotten a
little
ticket.
stuff.
I haven't
Little
gotten
stuff.
bothered by anybody, policeman, a ticket in so long. Well, ever since it's so long. Ever since I passed 40, I'd say 45. 45 was the last time I had any interaction with a policeman, and that was me in a car I used to have in a convertible, and I was the cop said I was on my phone, and I wasn't. I forgot what I had on my hand, but it wasn't a phone. It
It's probably a glasses case.
was something like that, or something, and then he gave me a ticket anyway. He goes, "Oh, well, your music's too loud."
I'm gonna
And I
find
was like,
something.
I have a convertible. I was
Once
like,
they once they
what's?
pulled you over and they feel like it, they
And he
will
said
find
that.
something.
And he said that. He's like,
Uh,
yeah, once I pulled you over, he's like a real goofball too. I'm like, you asshole.
uh, so you fought it and you got off.
No, it was a very
You had to pay it.
yeah, it's a very cheap ticket. Noise
Oh, it was
nuisance.
cheapy,
Yeah.
like $15.
Yes.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I did get pulled over during COVID for rushing a stop sign, and I tried to argue it, but no. And then COVID hit, and it just kind of went away for a couple of years. I was
Yeah.
like, they forgave me. No,
They finally got to it.
they did. But I went in
Yeah.
person. I could have paid the whole thing, but I showed up. So I think he cut it in half, or maybe he just said, like, whatever. Maybe
Yeah.
I paid a little bit. Yeah, I haven't been pulled over for a while, but sometimes I get pulled over because I don't have a Subaru anymore. But Subaru, the taillights go out all the time. And I don't
Well,
remember,
and
like,
also
every
where you
8 weeks, I
live,
got to get the taillights checked.
is a haven for cops writing tickets, and that being a source of income for
For
uh,
cities, yeah.
cities and small municipalities up and down the East Coast. Is very. I got pulled
Oh, they
over.
just
I did get
use
pulled
it
over after
to.
that. Yeah, that's how they get mixed. I got pulled over in upstate. Yeah, no, that was after I was in my 40s. I was driving with my mom and dad actually, and I was not paying attention and I was speeding my ass off. But I was talking to my mom and dad. I forgot where we were. Where are the Jets? Where do the Jets have their training camp?
Oh,
I
training
remember
camp that I don't know.
it's
Where? In the
somewhere.
South?
No, it's not Connecticut. It's somewhere upstate. I don't know. It's not far out of the city though.
Well, you were speeding, Jerry. You deserved it.
It was like a place where, like, hey, that was what I was thinking because I'm like, hey, there's a 70-year-olds and a 50-year-old. Like, who? Why are you giving us a ticket? This is one where you can let us go. There's nothing but old people. We're not doing anything. And you're like, no,
You were black
no,
enough to get to have to get a ticket.
yeah,
Was it a black cop?
no, no. This is a highway cop. Just another like he's like this is what we do, man. Just take the ticket. I'm you're just another guy
You can
that
get
we
a lot
question.
of times. You can get off them if try. If you show up in person, most likely they'll let it go because they're like, we appreciate that we made this a complete pain in your ass.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Roger?
We're talking about tickets and stuff. Getting traffic tickets.
Getting parking tickets?
Traffic tickets
Just
more.
tickets, getting pulled over. We don't. Neither one of us have any very exciting getting pulled over stories. I did get pulled over with my brother one
Um,
time, and I completely
I got
hustled
pulled
this
over the
cop.
other
I was
day.
very proud of myself. I must have been 13 years
But,
old.
but I just,
I was almost
I was
completely
going
naked. I
like,
was had bare feet, no shirt. I'm wearing nothing but a pair of cut-off shorts. And we went down. Uh-oh. Freeze. Brain freeze.
He froze up. Happy birthday, Raj.
I'm back. Hey, happy birthday, Roger. Am I back?
You are back. We're probably all off sync.
Oh.
Let's see
Let me
here.
tell you how I hustled this cop. So he knew where we were going. We were down in the part of town that was where only black people lived and where everybody went to get their nickel bags. We went to get a nickel from this guy named Dog. And Dog wasn't there. We circled around, he wasn't there, so we made the mistake of circling a second time. And the cop saw us do the double dip. There's no reason we should be doing a double dip in that neighborhood. So we get pulled over, and we did have the nickel, and I had it. I had it in my pocket. My brother's car was filthy. There was so much shit in it. They tried to search his car, but it's just like, it's just like garbage. And and I had it in my pocket, and I knew that. The young guy took my brother out, made him empty his pockets, put everything on the hood. So I jumped. The other guy was older who came with me, and I got out too. And I went and did the like Starsky and Hutch hand, sprawled my hands on the hood, put my feet back and spread them. And I look at the guy and I'm like, all right, frisk me. And he just told me get in the car. Of course, I had the pod on me. So we got off scot-free. They searched that shitty car and didn't find it. I told them to search me. So we got away with it. That was a good
That's
one.
great. Yeah.
Rod's doing an EVA, extravehicular activity.
I'm
He's
going out in the
weightless
home
now. Roger's achieved weightlessness. He's leaving the house. Of course, there's no gravity in the neighborhood where he lives on Pluto. Oh, he's reaching. He's lost.
I'm upside down. Hold on.
His
How's that?
spaceship knows which way to go.
Blue. Sky's so blue.
The familiar sky of Pluto. No, he's on a desert planet. You're on Mars.
Well,
You're
yes,
on
it's like
Venus.
I'm on
I'm also
Tatooine,
in the.
bro.
I'm
Yep,
in the.
very
He's in
Tatooine.
Tatooine. I'm in the part of I'm in the part of the universe where it's dark until this part of the year. It's dark until probably 2 in the afternoon. It's just gray. It sucks.
Oh,
Where are
yeah.
you?
No, that's like
By
being
the
on the Death Star.
by the
Me, I'm on the
ocean.
forest moon. I'm on the forest
Uh,
moon of Endor here in the Northeast. Very, very foresty.
So there's probably these shows where people have to do that. Like someone has a Star Wars podcast, and they're like, no, seriously, like just say where you're from and use the planet. Really? Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be from Hoth this week.
You know where they're doing that is at Disney. The people going into the Star Wars
Uh-huh.
thing, because there's so many of those people sneaking in with their costumes. I'm just like I'm looking at people. I'm like, because you're not supposed to go in costume,
Right.
and you can do certain
because
things like you can do like the
because they
Disney
think you're an
stuff.
employee.
Well, no, people will go in full costume. They can't have fucking people walking around in full like people go in there and they'll talk. They're walking around like they're in Star Wars, in the Star Wars
Yeah,
movie.
no, that doesn't
Like they
seem
just want to
quite
they just want to
right.
live it. And when you get in there, somehow people you're not supposed to be in costume. Somehow people have like snuck in like full like robes and shit, costume.
I had my robes in the backpack. They didn't know. Didn't know a thing.
Well, they did at the entrance. I'm coming
Oh, it'd be
from.
easy
It's
to
like
forget.
trying to get by the
You go.
guards.
You
You
put your
don't
prosthetic
see my
forehead on in the
costume.
bath. Yes.
Sir, I'm an African prince.
You,
You have my clothes.
you're going to let me and all my friends in for free. Look, sir, I
Get out of here, creep.
don't try the Jedi mind trick on me. I'll be getting in for half price today.
I'm not even bringing a Coke can. Get out of here. It's $99.99. Is that how much? How much is Disneyland these days?
Well, I was just there month ago. It was you get these discounts.
Yeah, Jerry,
Like
you did a
if you're a
package.
California resident
You
and you
were,
get a package,
uh,
I feel like it's $100 a person, or something like
it's got to
that.
be 100 by now,
Yeah.
Yeah,
just to show up.
maybe more, maybe like 200. Because I feel like Legoland was like 100. Yeah, it's pretty
And it's got to
expensive.
be like $15 to buy an ice cream cone.
Would it be weird if Delaney and I went to Legoland without kids? There's a lot of adult
Well,
weirdos there.
at Disneyland, no, it's not weird. There's way too many adults. That's most of the people now. It's fucking annoying.
Right.
And then where was I at? I was at some place, man, where it was like, there's too many fucking adults, man, here by themselves. Like Dave and Buster's, maybe, or something. We had like kids are having a party. You don't notice that until you're in a parent. It's like, who are like fucking just like dudes just walking around by themselves? Get the fuck out of here. Just
I
a
gotta
dude
say,
standing there.
I like to go to the barcade after class and play some pinball. And I'm like, there's too many fucking kids in this bar. There's always a shitload of kids. Last time in Brooklyn, they were playing tag. And like, nobody wants kids playing tag around their video games.
How old are these kids?
They're children.
Like high school?
Families go to the barcade in the afternoon and buy
those. Oh, you're in Brooklyn. Oh,
get
yeah.
French fries with gravy and
Yeah.
make the kids play the video
run
games.
around. I'm guilty of
it's
that
annoying.
sometimes. I mean,
I gotta say that well, yeah, you know what?
usually I try to go to places that are like friendly to kids. Because there was one like this wine place that we used to go to, and it was like it's outside, so you could go there and the kids could run around while the parents got wasted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's very
home.
French.
But if
Yeah.
it's inside, it's kind of hard to do that and have kids running around. It's
no,
yeah.
it's annoying. It's annoying as shit.
Yeah.
You feel like I notice a lot in LA. There's like these outdoor brewery kind of places,
Yeah,
and the kids they always kind of make it kid centric there in
they do.
like in the afternoons.
Oh, it's a good idea. Well, it's the only way parents can go out and drink.
Yeah,
Just have a pen where all the kids can go and,
Oh
and kill each other
like
while the parents
like
get
those
wasted.
beer gardens.
Like those other kids over there hit me. Well, get in there. Hit them.
Yeah.
hit them back.
That's what my friend Nicky said when his kid got in a huge fight in the sandbox. Now, if Milo started beating up some kid in the sandbox, I'd be like, that is not cool. You just can't start beating on some kid. But Nicky pulled him aside. He's like, you gotta fight back.
That's the old way. That's the old way.
If you have to tell your kid they
was-
have to fight back, you probably should tell them, like, you know what? Run away. Don't get beat.
You don't need to
Run away.
engage in the sandbox. You do not need to.
My brother was like
I
a
did
really good
put him in
fighter, so
karate. Yeah.
he when he'd teach me, he'd be like, we were playing hockey. He's like, fight that guy, beat him up, and then he was just terrible.
This is
I
Esteban.
hated it. Yeah, because he was like the tough guy. Not that he would pick on people, but he knew how to fight using a gang and stuff. But I wasn't that. I didn't have that killer instinct. I was like, I got sad. I cried like because I beat this kid up, and I think he was like may have been mentally challenged, and so that was just doubly sad on my part.
No.
So I knew that day that I was a softie, that I wasn't going to be like a tough guy because I felt so bad about it.
You're pretty tough for a softie. So your brother was in a bona fide gang?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did they have colors at all?
Yeah, they were the White Knights. So he's part of, one of the last vestiges of white gangs in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
And
So
then,
was it an expressly white gang?
well,
Yep.
obviously not for him. They let him in, uh, but they must have been, they must have been like, stay out of our neighborhoods type of thing. But I never heard him talk about that.
Yeah,
They
it was.
just did buddies from the neighborhood that like they're like, he might as well join the gang. He's tough and he's one of us. And my brother
and
was
and,
like a
and also it was more dictated by the neighborhood than anything else, right? I would imagine, right?
It would
I
have to
think
be.
so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, where you're born, your neighborhood, your people, you
Yeah.
guys look
But they
watching
were
each other's
Latino
backs.
gangs, and he just wasn't friends with Latino kids. So like he wouldn't. It was before Latino kids really moved in. At the
Yeah, they
time, it was
hadn't.
like Polish and German and Italian and all that. That's what the neighborhood started as.
Yeah, they hadn't really established a gang in Chicago at that point, right? Like Latin Kings hadn't started then.
No, they did, but I mean, not in the 50s, but in like the late 60s, 70s, the Latin Kings were around, but they didn't have you know they didn't have control of certain areas. So I think my area was pretty much eventually became part of the Latin King Nation. So
Eventually,
even today,
yeah.
Nunez and I joke because he grew up in the Disciple neighborhood, so he's always like Disciple, and I'm like, fuck that, dude, down with the pitchfork. That'll probably get me shot.
I know people. He's. I didn't know he grew up in a people neighborhood or
No, I
folks.
grew up in the people neighborhood. He grew up in the
He grew up in
folks, and
folks. Yes.
and the folks were Latin Kings, and the disciples were uh, pe- uh whatever, like
People. Yes.
they were folks.
Yes. Oh, right. Right.
Disciples were
Disciples
folks,
were
I
the
guess.
folks. Yes.
Yeah, and so you'd be like down with the crown. Insane Unknowns became like a small offshoot in the neighborhood, which I always thought was a cool name, the Insane Unknowns,
Yeah, that is
right?
a true
How
team
many?
name.
How descriptive? Insane and
That's the
unknown.
9:30 show.
And instead of having like a white knight, like a white, it looked like a Klansman, but it was in a black robe. So it's just a Klansman holding a scythe, but
Jeez,
it was black cloth, so it just looked like a ghost. It was actually pretty cool, the whole thing.
I bet it was
Almost,
scary.
and they painted that little guy on all the things, UK,
Right.
and they painted the little knight, their little like what do you call him, Grand Wizard? I don't know, like hooded weirdo. he looked more like he looked more like what's his face, like the Zodiac, like the pictures of the Zodiac. Those drawings of the Zodiac when he's got his mask on? It's
Yeah.
terrifying. Yeah, they look like that. And then I was friends with like one of the kids, his big brother was a big Latin King, so I knew him. We grew up with him. So we never got like harassed into joining or anything. Um, the one time one guy came up to me, he's like, "What you be about?" And I'm like, "I be Chinese, mother."
What you be about?
And he laughed. And he was like, "What the fuck's with this fucking guy?" And then I just like, I don't know. I think I must have squirmed out of it. Like later.
Humor.
That was my trick. Is just talk your way out of it. You got to use the tongue. I could use my tongue to get out of any situation. I wasn't afraid to engage physically with people because I was kind of strong because I worked at a bakery. I had to lift stuff, and but no, I'd always talk my way out of it for sure. Why take a beating when you can just? I had no ego about it. No ego at all.
Oh,
Like when people would sass cops all the time, and I'm like, no, you got to sweet talk these guys. You can talk yourself out of anything with a cop.
I never got that. I never got being like, yeah, being to their
it,
face. Like we could talk about them when they go away.
I would invoke Dan Aykroyd because Dan Aykroyd loved all police enforcement things. He wanted to be an officer. He wanted to be a Mountie. All these things, but
yeah.
he had bigger plans than that. And so I would invoke Dan Aykroyd and be like, they always assumed that he was the good cop. because I hate pigs as much as anybody and the piggish things they do. But there are some good cops out there, and I'm going to assume the guy who comes banging on the theater door is one of the good ones, or the guy who pulled me over. At least I'm going to treat him that way. If he wants to be a dick,
You
that's
wanna
his
hope?
business.
Hope.
But I'm not going to start it because so many of my friends would sass the cops, or cop-a-tude. It just didn't seem to me to be any payoff. Like, it seemed to me it
Yeah.
was a scene, and you got to play the scene the right way.
Yeah.
I had nothing to prove against those fucking needle dicks.
Plus, it was always my fault. My car was a fucking road hazard. Couldn't get out of my
Oh,
door.
yeah.
Like the door was jammed from an accident, so I couldn't get out of the driver's door. The
That's
window
part
was
of the
like
game. It's like, yeah, sorry, this
plastic.
door doesn't open. I'm going to have to come out through the side. And they're
As
like,
soon as that happened, they're like, "You got to get this
Paul.
vehicle off the road."
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to drive this straight home.
That's when you act even more retarded. Like what? I don't know what to drive cars.
Yeah,
I don't know how to.
I've been paying all these bills to fix this, to do this, and then I gotta pay this now. Come on. I've always been, as my brother would call it, gripping, like sucking up and being like, yeah, I'm sorry, and then that became shameful. Like, don't fucking be a grip, man. You're a grip. I'm sorry.
Well, we're all guilty.
So wait. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
It's your birthday.
I
It's your
sent
birthday.
Jerry a video of this guy who was traded to a team, and he loses his fucking mind.
Oh my god!
Was that
Because he got
real?
traded?
I guess so. Yeah, he got traded, and he's calling his coach and like, "How can you do this to me?"
Oh, shit.
He's vomiting.
It's the craziest.
No.
You'd think like they just told him, "Hey man, you have a life sentence in prison." That's how terrifying and terrible it sounds to this guy to play in Cleveland. Which, okay,
Wait, now
I
that you
get it.
mentioned Cleveland, now I get it.
Yeah, now you get it.
Don't make me out of Cleveland.
Please.
I'll play right field.
I didn't hustle. I know. Like, what do you think that's gonna accomplish? That's what I tell my son.
It's
tell
all
my
pure
kid.
emotion, but still, like,
Come on, he's having a feeling. He's feeling his feelings.
I know. That's what I tell my kid. I'm like, I don't understand your feelings, but this is not gonna work. You're tantrum.
Yeah.
You're protesting.
Nope.
in the real world, this isn't going to go well.
This is David Brent on The Office saying, "Don't make me redundant."
Please.
My son will try to convince me, like, I took a bath yesterday. Like, he just started trying to come up with something like, "You're 8, man. This is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not."
Yeah.
But, bro, listen. I did it yesterday. What about that? I did it yesterday. Come on, man.
Plea bargaining. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like trying to come up with, like his lawyering. I'm like, dude, you're not.
Yeah.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, that's the
Well, that's good.
Kubler-Ross 9 steps of having to take a bath. You got denial, you got finally acceptance.
Every day,
Anger,
man,
denial. What are they? Anger, denial, right? Bargaining, and then acceptance. I'll take the
acceptance.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way as a kid. I'm
I
like,
am too.
as long as I don't stink. When I start stinking around myself, then it's like, okay, it's time to bathe.
I'm too. Or with anything that I have to do, and I understand it. I tell him now. I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, or you want to do something else, or I'm not in the mood right now, or you want to do it in your own time, but you're on my time now. it's parent time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good.
When you get on
I
your
learned
time,
a
you can do
trick.
that.
Linda taught me a trick when my boy was little, and that was just give him a choice. Like he's going to lose, but instead of
Got to
saying
do
it's my
that.
way or the highway, you give him a choice. Like here's your choice: you take the bath now, or you go play for an hour and then take the bath. So I'm giving you
I
an A
have
and
to
a
do
B.
that. I have to do that, or
At least
even like
they
just
feel
more.
slightly empowered when you give them an A
You
and
have to do
B,
that.
either which they
Yeah,
like.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The declarative, like, you know, I'm not telling you to do this, but this is something that's going to happen. It's going to happen either at this time or this time
Yeah.
when you want to do it. Like, because I'm like that too. I don't like people telling me what to do. Fuck that. I never did, even when I was a kid.
My
I
son
was
was
like, what?
my son was so good at predictability when he was little, and then when he became a teenager, it was just like fuck everything, which is
Well,
the
that's
way I
good, man.
was. Just living for today. There's no tomorrow. Every day
Oh,
is the only day.
my son was born that way. He came out that way. Fuck
Ooh,
everything. Yeah.
that's the way to go. That's the way to roll. That's Animal House.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. That's how
Yes.
great things are started.
That's what his teachers
When
say.
You
when you
think John
swing the
Lennon was just
club
sitting
and
around?
you see the ball causing complete chaos, and you just the important thing is to enjoy the game. Hello, Loki. Hey, hey, boy. Hey, rare visit.
Put old Loki on the camera.
Let me see if I can get him. Yeah. Oh, he's talking. You down there, Loki?
Now, for folks that don't know, Loki was the god of
The
mischief.
mischief. We all
Hmm.
know that from our Marvel movies now.
Yeah, he's Thor's
Loki.
brother.
Loki's a very popular character. Good
Isn't
Um,
actor too. That guy.
Loki Thor's brother or his cousin or what is it?
yeah, his brother.
Today in Mythology 201.
So I did a scene with Loki in the Son of the Mask, because in the
Oh
mask,
yeah,
yeah, the mask was Loki's mask. If you didn't know that,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
and
did not know
and then
that.
in the sequel he came looking for it.
Could say
Oh
sequel.
shit!
Sequel, I can say that. Yeah, just go ahead and say sequel. Just go ahead and say the right word. In the secrets.
In the sequel,
Mask. I wasn't a big rewatcher of the Mask pictures.
no, Jerry wasn't either. He just got sent to where'd you go?
That's
Like
why you watch them
South
because you
Africa?
only see them when you got to be in them. I didn't see Mask
Yeah, I
2.
went to
I don't think.
Australia. Yeah, and I
Oh
still don't think I've
wow.
watched either one of those movies.
Uh,
The Mask 2 is
Eh,
horrible. It's starring Jamie Kennedy. If anybody's ever
Oh,
interested, go and watch his story of why it would turn out to be a disaster. It's hilarious.
yeah,
He's
sure.
like,
I'm
that
gonna
was
look
my
it up.
whole career, because it was like Jim Carrey didn't want to do the sequel
of course not.
for whatever reason, and it got all the way. It got all the way down to Jamie Kennedy, and he was like, yes.
Well, that's a long fall from a big star like Jim Carrey.
Well, at the
I'm
time though,
struggling to
he was
remember what
like,
Jamie Kennedy was known
Yeah,
for. Was he a
he was
TV
already
star?
over that. He was already over that. Like he'd already made Ace Ventura, which was him, pulling his butt cheeks apart and shit. So
yeah,
this was more of the same. She's like, well, now I want to do like Michael Gondry movies and shit like this.
exactly.
So
He
he
starts
wanted to
Well,
be
working
an
on
Russ,
artist right
himself.
away. He's like a little too
Russ,
old to just keep doing the same thing.
we were
Yep.
talking about Gondry before you came on, Horace. That was kind of a callback.
Oh, interesting. Um, I love Gondry because he makes cars out of cardboard and then
Right?
makes you act in them.
And it makes you cry.
That makes me cry. He certainly makes you cry.
His film that he made with the iPhone, it's great. It's a short film.
Oh,
It's on the you can find it online. It's a
it
lot
I
of
just
should
read
be.
something about
perspective in that too.
Lars von Trier was gonna win the Palme d'Or at Cannes, but after a screening or something, he just, I don't know, somewhere flippantly was like, "Yeah, I feel sorry for Hitler." Um, something,
Whoa.
yes, he was a horrible man. I don't know what he said, but everybody's like, "Ooh, get out of here."
No. Oh, he got canceled.
So the movie lost, but Kristen Dunst won for Best Actress. But the movie was supposed to win, and it, uh, I don't know, but it was funny, and I guess I don't know if
Before
he's ever explained
before
what the
I'm
hell happened.
nominated for this award, I'd like to say a word
See,
about Adolf Hitler.
I forgot this. Did I? My wife was there. She was in Cannes a couple weeks ago. She
Yeah,
almost she was stuck there. Yeah, we had to get back. She had to get back to Chicago, and she was stuck there, and we had to like pay a bunch of money to get her out because there like one of the planes was her flight got canceled, but she had to get home the next day. So
Just like a
jeez.
hostage situation.
yeah, well, it's like Nice. Like this is like one flight a day. Like if it gets canceled,
Uh-huh.
you're fucked. The airport closes, doesn't open until 5 o'clock the next day. You know how they are. But this does
Yeah,
not open. It's there. Like what? Like, there's no service. I'm sorry. Well, what am I supposed
there's
to do?
no seven.
I do not know. So we got her.
Well,
I got her to
they
Paris, and
get
then got her
respectable.
somehow to Chicago. Found a flight to Chicago, but it was touch and go for a while. Couldn't get her out of there. But she's
That's
doing
what. So did she see anything awesome? And was she part of any like 10-minute standing ovation?
no. She's
No.
doing Pan's Labyrinth. They're doing it again. At she's at Guillermo del Toro's at his studio right now. But
Wait, what about? What do you mean they're
He's
doing
They're
it
doing it.
opening
again?
Pan's Labyrinth again. They're doing
He's
like a
doing it again.
they're opening. They're just like opening it at
Oh,
the end.
just
You can go
having a
see it
run.
again. Yeah, it's having a run again.
It
And
is
they're
the
doing
kind of
like
movie you should see on the big screen, but I gotta say, as much as
yeah.
I loved Pan's Labyrinth, I don't like rewatching it. It's too
Oh
sad.
really?
I like sad movies, but that one is really, really, really sad.
Yeah.
It's fantastical. Yeah, I should look at it again.
I should get
There's
some
so many
stuff.
movies you haven't seen, Delaney. I wish you'd pay more attention to those.
I watch a picture every day, and there's still just too many movies for me to see them all. All the good ones. I don't want to see all the movies, especially the movies on Netflix. They have so many cruddy, mediocre movies on Netflix. It's staggering.
My baby's on
Staggering.
Netflix. No, I'm just kidding.
I spent a year
Well,
just.
everything ends up there, but they make a lot of original stuff that is. I'd rather not. My movie of the day today was Great Expectations.
The Matt Damon one?
There's a million versions. This is the old crusty version with Alec Guinness, a very young Alec Guinness
Oh.
as Pip's friend,
Mm-hmm.
Pip's pale friend. It's a David Lean movie. Gee, I wouldn't mind. Sometimes I pick a director and just go through and just literally.
Oh, sometimes I lose them both. Oh, but it looks like I got Sansy's pants. Sansy Pansy's backy, and Delaney's back too. Got him back pretty quickly. Oh, but we're in like weird places. Let's see if I can. There we go. There we go.
David
There we
Lean. I
go.
was giving it up for David Lean. I got to see all his pictures. That's it. I'm doing the whole nest.
David Lean.
I've probably seen about 25 of them so far. I mean, that guy, he's like one of those big directors that just did millions of movies, lots that you've seen.
What's that?
Directors, pick a director and just watch them all. I went after Werner Herzog one time, just decided to watch all his movies I could get my hands on. And it was worth it. They're all good. Every one of them's good. Every one of them's worth looking at.
You like all my
Yeah,
movies?
except that one with the crystals.
Crystals.
Yeah, he
You
goes into
talking
like the
about?
crystal cave that hasn't been
No,
seen. But
dude. You're talking about Cave of Forgotten Dreams. I saw that in the theater, which where you really need to see it. You get to experience. It is. It's just an hour and a half of just going into these caves. But no, you learn about it.
Is he
It's like
doing
any
the?
documentary.
Is he doing the voiceover?
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
but
so
it's not about
dark.
crystals. There happens to be crystals there. It's about these ancient caves that are full, bursting with artwork that tells us a lot
Artist
about how archaic man lived. And
trying all over Savage.
Ooh.
I see nothing but a killing machine.
I see crystals. The crystals glisten against the harsh realities of cave life.
Well, he's got
What
that thing that he
Savage?
likes to sacrifice himself for the sake of the picture, either in real life or on camera, like in Grizzly Man, when he is the only one who listens to the audio of Timothy Treadwell being eaten by the bears, and you just
It's
see
like,
the woman looking at him, listening to it, and he takes them off and he goes, "You must never listen to this. This this must be destroyed." But he has to take the bullet for all mankind.
with headphones in
You
hand.
must never listen. And she's like, "Oh no, I wouldn't." But of course, Werner said, "Sign me up. I'll be the one."
They got in tears. You didn't miss anything. There's nothing going on. There's no controversy. Talking about
No,
encounters with the police, which I didn't get into any of mine. Probably
very
lost most of
mild.
them.
We all had very mild
Milder.
encounters with the police.
These were all
Of course, Raj got arrested for because he wouldn't break character and one of those
yes.
street scenes UCB was doing. He's told that story before.
And
And
I've been arrested out completely out of character. It's completely myself.
I should have been so many times, but I always somehow got out of it through just some either act of cleverness or luck.
Yeah, I've never been that clever. I've never gotten out of anything. You know what? I did get out of one thing, which is cool. But I was really young. But we just had this crazy stage manager, John Holtzen, who and when we were doing our scenes on stage at Second City, he would go into the dressing room and fuck with us and do shit. He glued my shoes to the ground one time. You
Okay.
know, the
Usual
stage
stage
doing this
manager
shit.
stuff.
He'd be like, "I'm just proving to you that I'm the one that can really fuck your show up." I'm like, "Yeah, we know that, motherfucker. You can fuck the show up."
Yeah.
Um,
And he'd been there like 90 years, right?
well,
Not
he'd been
90.
around Second City, yeah. He but he got into my my wallet and wrote "fuck all cops" on the back of my license, a
Wow.
marker, and I just never didn't wipe it off, and got pulled over, and
Oh, shit.
the cop turned it over. I saw him turn it over. It's like slow motion. I was like, my friend did that. My friend did that. My friend did that. I did not write that. He did it
And how about
as
this?
a
What about
joke.
this weed? Did this weed belong to your friend also?
He did.
Dave
He let me go
Blumenfeld
too.
used to get out of tickets. Dave's
Whoa.
way of getting out of tickets was when they took his license picture, he would do this like he used to do like an eraser head kind of expression, and the cops always got a kick out of it. And they'd
Let you go.
Penn Gillette has a trick. Here's Penn's trick to get out of tickets. On your license, you put a tiny little red nose on you. And when you give a cop your license, you have a red nose handy. So you give them the license, they look at the license, they look at you, and now you've got a nose. Meanwhile, when you handed it to them, you slip the nose on. And
Take
now
off that
after seeing
fucking
the
nose.
picture, they look at you, they see
Take
the
it off.
nose.
Take it off. Take off that fucking nose.
What are you talking about? Why? I don't know. What do you mean?
My wife died yesterday. I don't appreciate the joke. You know what? She was a clown, you fucking idiot.
She was a clown and she died.
You
died.
fucking idiot.
She died. She got traded. She got traded from Barnum and Bailey.
He
She
was
made
a
a phone
clown, you
call.
nim
What?
Shit. That reminded me of something.
You got some clown?
No, not the clown.
Yeah, one of your clown stories. There's a
Have a
chapter
full.
in Penn and Teller's book called "How to Be a Legend in Your Neighborhood or Community," and I thought, oh, let's check it out. And it's this trick where you be the guy who eats ants at the town picnic, and they say the whole trick of it is to just actually eat ants. You gather up a bunch of ants and you just eat them.
Just do it. Go
It's
eat
completely
ants.
harmless. It's harmless. People do it all over the world. So you just have the gumption to eat ants, and people will talk about it for years to come, always. And they have this great picture of Teller with just ants on his teeth and face.
That's stupid life hacks.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
in China, there's this thing where you have to be like a Uber driver, or whatever, and so like
What do you mean,
they
like?
they
What do you
they
mean?
take when they take their pictures for their thing, they look like they're nuts,
On
so that
purpose?
they don't get picked.
See,
Oh.
so you
Wait,
don't have to do
so
the
you're saying
service.
that
So
there's
yeah.
they have compulsory Uber driver?
And they'll be like, oh, they'll just like look real gaunt and ghost like. They'll put white stuff on their faces and be like, so that like you don't get picked and you can take breaks, you can chill.
That's Klinger. That's Klingering. I mean,
That's
Klinger's thing was to
awesome.
dress like a woman to get out of the Korean War. But it's anytime you dress up to get out of something. It's like the lazy man's cosplay.
Klinger should have been getting fucked in Korea. Like Klinger should have sold his ass at some point. Just been like, I'm the fucking camp trans. I might as well. These guys are all horny.
But he wasn't.
That's a good.
He wasn't crazy though.
Yeah,
He's
Rod.
just he's
Fan
trying to
fiction.
play crazy.
That would have been a good. That was probably one of the scripts that Alan Alda turned in, and they're like, "No, Alan, we're not doing
Mixed.
that."
I wrote a great episode where Klinger's getting it in the ass in the officers club.
It was rejected.
Fucking Klinger, man.
There's a really funny scene where Frank Burns goes in there and tries to have sex with him. Should really take a look at it.
Yeah, he gets drunk. That's a great episode. Or when he first breaks up with Hot Lips, Frank goes to visit Klinger to get some. And he's like, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. He said, me neither. Great episode.
How about that scene in MASH where that one character finds out he's gay, so he just immediately decides he's going to commit suicide?
That was actually an episode, right?
That was an episode in the movie.
That was
It
a
was
true
like
story.
because the MASH movie is like a Harold, where it's just all these random scenes that happen to have like a place in common. It's like a
Yeah.
It's like a. Really is like a Harold. A lot of Altman movies are that way. Real dialogue, people playing themselves.
I really love that movie, mostly because they used to play it on Sunday night. I remember seeing it Sunday night on Movie of the Week on this channel, and it was like 10:30. And so instead of thinking about school, they'd always play these really good movies.
Yeah,
And I remember that one being one of them.
One of
You
the
never
great
thought,
anarchic
like-
movies.
You never
MASH.
thought, why are these different people in it, and why are they not laughing? Why can't you hear people laughing in it?
By then, I'd already seen the show first, so I'd seen years of the show. And then when I saw
the
the
difference
movie,
between a show and a movie. Although MASH has no no laugh track in Europe. They love it in
really?
England. They love
they
it.
stopped
and it
the
does
laugh.
not
They
have a
remember
soundtrack.
that? Yeah, they went through that year those years where they were like really serious. They just stopped, like no more laugh track.
They stopped the laugh track, later on. That's when I
Which was-
started watching it, but I was like a teenager then.
Well, that's when it
So you
got
had
all
to switch your
heavy.
mind. You had to switch your mind from like comedy that's just like right there tells you when to laugh to like you got to think about it, and then you're like, wait, it's not funny. That's probably why there's no laugh tracks anymore. Like the jokes are horrible, like so bad. Uh,
Yeah.
I remember thinking, I don't know how old I was, but I remember thinking like now the show's good. When
It wasn't before, but now it's good.
yeah, I remember like I guess that was in my mind somehow. It was just like there was like it started out like as this great movie, then it was this hokey TV show that had nothing to do with the movie, and then somehow somebody got the idea that the show could be good. Cause it was like every week it was like a special episode, like something was going on, you know.
uh,
Well, it had poignance. No, it had the real poignance and all the humor offsetting that. It worked. I mean, we all gathered round for the final episode, which was a huge bummer.
I drove my car into my grammar school the last day. I was
You
so sad
plowed
about
it.
it. Yeah, I did. I had a 1978 Honda Civic, and I just like I went emo and just floored it into my grammar school, and the car
Wow.
blew up. The car blew up and started on fire, and then none other than you know who saved me,
No, we don't.
your German buddy.
Werner Herzog?
Yeah, Werner.
That did happen. Someone was in a terrible accident on I think on Mulholland Drive or the Pacific Highway, and a random stranger pulled over to help them. And who is it? It's Werner Herzog,
Now, who was the actor?
who was saved.
Yeah, he
I don't
saved.
think it
It
was
was
an
a
actor.
famous
I think
person.
it was a famous person. I forget.
Maybe one of our audience members can help us out. Send it to
There's
us.
some people who just have a magnetism to them that they're just around when extraordinary things are happening. Sometimes it's misfortune. Sometimes it's great luck. Sometimes it's just like fights. We all just have certain energies that follow us around. It's probably by our own doing. Like I always felt there was trouble close behind whenever I hung out with Eddie Driscoll, God rest his soul. I felt like trouble was close behind with Eddie.
I mean, yeah, it's you're entering going into that bar after hours or any time can get scary because then that's an anything can happen night. It
Hmm.
can turn into that, and you don't like the uncertainty of that. So that's probably why you're like, I don't know, too much.
It's it's not Frank Stallone. I just looked at it's Joaquin Phoenix.
Was it Frank
You say
Stallone?
Frank Stallone too.
Frank Stallone, was he in Saturday Night Fever 2, perhaps?
Well, he did the song, did the main song for it,
Oh, he did the music.
right?
I think
And
he
I
might
think
have
he
been in
did
it.
He did the main song for what?
for Staying Alive, like the
Oh right,
Saturday
yeah,
Night
yeah.
Fever
For this for
part
the
two.
yeah, for the sequel. Yeah.
He sang
Which
the
is
theme
terrible.
song
It's a
for
terrible
Really
movie.
Weird
Terrible
Tales.
movie.
Yeah. Well, if Saturday Night Fever 1 doesn't hold up that well, like just as a motion picture, same with Rocky. Rocky is interminable. But they're still great. They're still fun to watch. It's the 70s. It's weird. You're looking at
Hard
the
to
clothes, you're
yeah,
looking
those
at
are
the
pretty
cars.
they're way different than we remember them. Way not as good.
Oh, they're never as
Right.
good. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what's actually bad is Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a fucking boring movie and for the last 10 minutes.
There's a cut
But it's
down
all
the
Spielberged
TV
up, so it makes it
version.
seem like it's interesting. And
Watch the TV version. It's cut. They
is
cut
it
a
cut
whole
down?
bunch of shit out of it. Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
You could cut that thing. You could make it an hour special. It'd be better as a cable special.
I think that the version that ended up coming out too was like way longer than maybe what we saw at the movies. I'm not sure. I remember seeing I remember seeing a special version of it though, because there was a version where they went on. It actually went on the ship. and I
That
remember
was the
seeing it at the
special
movies.
edition. Now
That
they
was a
had a
special
they
edition. Yeah.
re-released it in the theater, Jerry, as the special edition with an added 7 minutes.
Yeah.
SCTV did a bit on that. It was remember Rick Moranis used to do Merv Griffin all the time. So we see a Merv Griffin show. It's the credits. It's Merv Griffin saying goodnight, and then suddenly it keeps going. SCTV decided to have a Merv Griffin special edition, and add a 6 minute sci-fi sequence to the end, which is a fucking complete fuckfest of weirdness. Merv Griffin special edition.
Yeah, I don't even
So
remember.
yeah,
I saw that movie once and never again.
no,
E.T.
but
also.
everybody saw it. We all saw it, and when it came out, it was
Yeah.
the big alien movie. The one that blew my mind was John Carpenter's The Thing. I was just just completely devastated. I've never seen anything like that. It still holds up
my most terrifying
completely.
movie is
The thing
Ron
is
Johnson's The Blob.
really
Well, that was terrifying to
Ron
me.
Johnson's, but there's been many blobs.
Ron
Is that one of the ones
Johnson,
Del
great
Close was
director of
in?
B films. The Blob. It was horrifying. Can you imagine a blob of gunk
The Blob.
eating everything in its path?
Steve McQueen was in The Blob.
Yeah, yep,
No,
he
Moranis
was.
played Lunar Spunk. Moranis was just Merv Griffin through the whole thing. They just did their extra 7 minutes in outer space.
Horatio, what are you doing for your birthday?
Delbus says,
Uh,
"Happy birthday, Raj."
thank you, everybody. Uh, I don't know, nothing probably, but I might go out, but who knows?
I wish I
I
was
don't know.
there.
Me. I'm very anti my own birthday.
I'm getting that way too. I don't care.
It's like I don't want to do anything. Leave me alone. I figured that my whole life has led up to this. It's just all I want is to be completely left alone.
I like
Well,
a cake. I
that's
like a
fine.
piece
well,
of cake. If I have cake, I'm happy. That's all I want, really. Because we're adults, anything we really need, we can buy. When you're a kid, you got to just like pray for stuff. You got to hope that it'll come your way.
I'm kind
But
of conditioned to not buy myself cake. I'm just like I can't do it. It's like
I don't buy cake on the regs. But if if I
pie
have an
on the other hand.
opportunity for cake, I'm going to take it 100% of the time.
Yeah, I went to a birthday thing the other day, and like I got real gypped by the first scoop of like the guy was cutting these real big chunks of cake, and then when he handed my plate, it was just this like half frosting, like 2 inch piece of fucking shit that he gave me, and I was like, now I have to be the asshole. It's like I need a second piece. So I just ate it. I just ate my piece, and that's it. Fuck it.
Yeah, kind of like damn. Why do I have to be Charlie Brown and get the?
Where was this? Were you at a child's birthday party?
No, it was my mother's friend's birthday dinner.
Oh well, you
Oh,
can't
you
be.
got
Yeah,
the
you can't be a
heel.
dick in that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
got the shitty, you got the shitty piece
And
of
they
cake.
were just you could have another piece, but then you have to get up and be the guy that gets another piece right away.
I
You know?
All
know.
right, I gotta
Right.
say, guys, Linda has busted me maybe more than once on filching cake from
What?
places
What? Taking it home?
from places where I did not belong. No, like we'd be at a hotel and there'd be like a wedding right there, and everyone had already had their cake. You could see the cake was like decimated, and I'm like, I'm gonna go in there and grab a piece of cake. She's like, you can't do that. I'm like, watch. I am getting. I'm. No one cares if some random guy has cake, and this is on Cape Cod. So yeah, that has happened.
I get to put. Rick Moranis. That would be a good one. I would. I.
I
I don't
invited
even know who
Rick
it
to
could go
come.
through.
I invited him to come to UCB, Rick, because I somehow got his email at some point. He was being friendly.
Did he
Remember when
answer
there
you?
were what? Yeah, he did. When there were news groups, Rick came on the SCTV news group just to be nice, say hi,
Like
answer
that, huh?
people's questions. And at the time, I was AD of UCB, and I said, "Hey, if you want to come by and do a show, you got carte blanche. Do whatever you want." And he did email me back, and he said, "I got a lot more bridges to burn before I could do something cool like a basement show at UCB. But thanks for asking." He said he had more bridges to mend.
Oh, man. I think you said burn.
Oh,
No. I did say burn, but I meant mend.
Okay.
oh,
That was
oh.
that
I
was a
got more
whole
bridges to burn.
totally different thing. Yeah. No,
I'm
I got a
sorry.
long way. That
He
sounded more like I got a
literally
long way
said
to
he had
fall
to.
before I show up at your fucking show, bro. I
I
got like
invited Stephen Wright. Also, I bumped into Stephen Wright one day and tried to get him to come by UCB East and do something.
Stephen
And
Wright.
he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "No, I would. I got to do this acting thing." I figured out what that acting thing was a couple years later. It was that Louis show.
Oh, he was a guest star.
I just happened to bump into Stephen Wright, and I don't talk to celebrities, but I was dumping out. We were both at a diner kind of place, but where you serve yourself, and we were both dumping out our garbage at the same time. And I'm like, "Fuck, I think that's Stephen Wright." And I happen to know I would always see on Entertainment Tonight when they would list the birthdays on my birthday that I shared a birthday with Stephen Wright. So as I'm dumping out my garbage, I'm like, December 6th. And he's like, "Oh, is that your birthday too?" And I said, "Yeah." Oh, actually, I said, I recognized him. I'm like, "Stephen, is that you?" And he looked at me and was like, "I'm sorry, we don't know each other. I just know your work." December 6th. Um,
Uh-oh.
He knows my birthday. I got to get the fuck out of here.
This guy, this guy's gonna fucking shoot
Stephen.
me like John Lennon.
Hello. 774-45-979.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then I pulled
go
out my
ahead.
copy. I pulled out my copy of Catcher in the Rye. I'm like, "Have you read this? You got to read this." All right. See ya. Bye.
Ooh.
Yeah. I tend not to bother people that I see in public. Every once in a while, you know, I may see somebody like on a plane or something. I may say something to somebody. I sat next to Method Man, and I didn't say. I said like one thing to him. He slept the whole time. No,
And you photographed him while he slept.
I didn't. I got on the plane. He came on. We were both sitting in first class. He just came and like collapsed in the seat, put his jacket over his head, and fucking passed out the whole flight. And I think it was like cross country.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
And we
Well,
woke up in L.A. and I was just like, "Hey, man, I was just because I wasn't sure it was him. I was pretty sure it was him because he's fucking huge. I was like, this got to be him." And then when he woke up when we were about to land, I was just like, "Hey, I was listening to your album. I like it." And he was like, "Oh, thank you." And then that was all I got to say to him.
that was the class move, waiting till you landed.
Well, what was I gonna do? Wake him up? He's passed out.
No, but you don't want to say it at the beginning because then the whole flight, they're like, "Oh no,
Here's the
when's this guy going to
Tweety
come at
Hello,
bird.
me again?"
hello,
Hello.
staring at you.
I went to the Spinal
Hello.
Tap concert in Carnegie Hall and sat right next to Buck Henry. And I didn't bother him. I didn't say anything. I love Buck Henry. I mean, come on. He's kind of, I don't have
Yeah.
heroes, but that's as close as it would get. And he left. I might have said something to him. I was going to wait, and do what Jerry did at the end of the concert. Say, "Oh, by the way, really like your work." But no, he walked out. He walked out after the first song
Oh, he left.
of Spinal. The Folksmen opened for Spinal Tap, and then there was a long fucking hour break so they could change costumes
Oh, yeah.
and come back out as Spinal
Probably,
Tap. So
yeah.
I think Buck was probably tired by the time Spinal Tap actually made it.
He could
I
never
think
make it in
that's
public now. He'd get treated like Uncle Roy.
Nobody remembers Uncle Roy.
Well, they
Come
would
on,
now.
everyone loves Uncle Roy.
They would now. Get the
He
fuck
should
out of
just carry
here.
a Polaroid around with him just for that reason. Just
Around
take
his neck, a Polaroid.
the.
Get out of here. Get out of my restaurant. We don't have that around here. I saw your
I call
sketch. You
Nunez
little...
Uncle Roy.
No, well, when we
Oh,
saw
right,
that
because
sketch for the first time, we were children. We were 9 years old, and we fucking loved it.
got
We
it,
loved
and I
every
got it.
second of it.
I
Yeah, you
know.
get it.
Oh, it's that dude. Oh,
Yeah.
it's my principal. It's the principal of my school. Oh, him.
That guy, the guy who takes a lot of pictures.
Yeah, a lot of pictures. That's Nunez.
Yeah,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
God, Nunez the paparazzi.
No. Yeah.
He's
I
chilled
got into.
recently, but yeah.
Oh, just recently?
It's probably because I think it's because the Cubs haven't won. So
Oh,
he can't FOMO people out with pictures from Wrigley.
he takes good pictures. There was a time when he was taking the wrong pictures though, and I was like, I exploded on him. It stopped me from drinking because I got so mad at him.
That's one of
What?
the well, what
What do you mean
happened?
the wrong pictures? Like with
He's
Charlie
taking
Kirk?
pictures at the wrong time. This
Oh, I
ain't the
see.
time
Oh,
to be
I
taking
see.
pictures.
Oh, now it's not the time. I always feel that way. I never take pictures because I don't want to ruin the actual experience of the moment by turning it into a fucking, you know, photo op.
Right? I gotta
No.
get this up. What is this? Jesse Jackson.
Yep.
I saw Jesse Jackson once. I had to go in I had to go in the what's that hotel Beverly Hilton? Is that the what's his face's hotel? Raj is gone. I had to
Sometimes
stop in
that's a
there.
harbinger, Jerry. Sometimes that means
Right?
we're next. Is this so? This is California.
Yeah, and I saw Jesse Jackson. It was like a dinner was happening. It was some kind of like a function, and I had to go in. I think I was just like dropping somebody off or something, but I had to go into the to the entrance, and it was like some banquet and shit. And Jesse Jackson was there. I was like, "Oh, hello,
That's cool.
hello." He said, "Hello."
After I had made my pledge to not talk to when I see celebrities, I'm not going to talk. I'll say hi, but I'm not going to like go up to them and quiz them like I might have done in the past. I was walking through 30 Rock lobby one time. I had absolutely no business there. I would just go blocks out of my way just to walk through the building. And I passed by Chris Farley and Tom Davis. And so I says, Chris, Tom, just like as if, of course, passing them in the hall, Chris, Tom. And Farley responded because I was wearing a Second City t-shirt. And he goes, "Hey, Second City." And Tom looked kind of concerned because he's a nice guy and he probably thought I was some intern whose name he forgot because I knew their names. And I think he was like, "Oh, shit, should I know this guy's name? Because he seems to know us." And I did. I acted like I knew them, even though I don't know them personally. I, of course, know who they are.
When I see
That was
people,
that was not my only brush with Tom Davis, though. He did come by ASCAT once. Got to really meet him.
he used to come by SNL all the time.
Well, he worked there.
I mean, yeah, but after he didn't work there
He
anymore.
has that thing since he was in like the two greatest, probably greatest eras of the show. I feel like he's got a kind of got a pass to show up once in a while.
He did.
Wants.
He would guest write a lot too. He would come on and
Yeah,
guest write.
Raj wrote some stuff with him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Horace,
was
you
really fun when
frozen?
he came back.
he was always
You know,
fun.
Had to have been.
he
He would
always
come
has
by
the
with
great
his.
stories. And then him and this is before I smoked weed, but him and Aykroyd were just fucking smoking away like they were 12 years old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he grow it in his
at his
house.
farm.
At his farm. He would come by. He was like, "Oh, this is weed I grew." He would love to get people to smoke his weed that he grew.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, he lived up in Hudson.
hmm
That's
Uh,
where he retired. He made a bunch of money off that Coneheads movie. I think that's how he bought his. He kind of retired to
Oh, that's
Hudson
where you
after
get, yeah.
that, because he was the main.
Every,
He and Dan Aykroyd were the main creators of the Coneheads, and he did write. They did write the screenplay. The whole Coneheads movie was already made as a cartoon. There's this cartoon on YouTube, and Aykroyd plays Beldar and everything, and written by Franken and Davis, I think. Maybe it was written by Davis and Aykroyd.
they wrote the sketch, right?
Yeah. Well, they
So
did a
there's an
lot.
unsanctioned cartoon version.
There is a YouTube full-on cartoon version where they crash into Lake Michigan and all that. Really, which is really sets up the movie. The movie, of course, has lots of subtleties that are not in the cartoon.
What city
Really
does it
good
take
movie.
place in?
Say what?
What city are they from?
Minnesota. Franken and Davis, you mean?
No, the
Franken and,
Coneheads.
what city are they from? They're from the planet Remulac.
No,
No. Well, what
where'd they
city do
land?
they? Where do
I
they
think in
land?
Lake
Detroit, right?
Michigan.
Somewhere like.
Lake Michigan.
They
So I
land
think
in
they're
Lake
in.
Michigan.
Yeah,
Where does it
are
take
they in
place?
Detroit or Chicago?
I thought they were in
I think
Chicago.
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit.
They might be in Detroit.
Oh shit, that's a good one. I need to look that up. But
Yeah, it may be.
No, I think in the movie they're in Chicago. He gets a job working for Sinbad.
Sinbad. Poor
Sinbad was a
Sinbad. What the
huge
hell happened to
star.
Sinbad? You got
He was
sick?
high on the hog.
He had a
Yeah.
stroke.
Where's Sinbad?
No, yeah, he can't.
Really?
He can't fuck around. He hasn't been like active in a long time.
No, I just saw a thing where he's like, it was just like, he's like, I'm going back on the road. I'm like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Like Sinbad going back on the road, getting like you don't. You can go ahead and stop. You don't have to get back on the road, do stand up. But I don't know. He
People have
obviously
seen too many
he loved it.
movies. You know, everybody wants to make their ninth comeback.
Him
love-
and Steve
they-
Harvey should go on the road
love it.
together. They should go out as a tandem act.
I mean, you know, for somebody, if you can't talk, I'm sure that's the way that you want to like prove that you got your strength back. You could, you know, if you had a stroke, talking to people, that's one of the ways you can do that. Being active, you know. I'm sure you want to get out and do what you do. And he was one of those dudes, road dog, you know, on the road. Mostly,
Raw dog?
Road dog.
Road dog.
I'm a road dog.
Isn't that what bikers call themselves?
Probably.
Let me tell you, man. Sinbad won like 9 years in a row at Star Search.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He has the longest streak. He had to retire or something. It was like 56 weeks on the top. Best comedian.
Yeah, he's on a first name
Bad.
basis with Ed McMahon.
I mean,
Oh,
man was
yeah,
tired,
oh, yeah.
tired of seeing him. Get out of here. I'm tired of seeing your face.
All right, enough already.
I can.
I guess no one else is funny. All right.
We get
Star
it.
Search.
We get it.
My favorite part of Star Search was the acting showcase.
Yeah, they only
Make
did that
somebody
for a
come
little
out
while.
and do like fucking scene from Lone Star or some shit.
I love that. There's a
So
few people
awkward.
too. A few people that went on to like careers after that. But yeah, they only did that for a couple of seasons. I think the Star.
One of my favorite Sinbad bits that I remember in my mind, one of the only ones I remember in my mind, is he was like, making bathing suits out of these days. Death Force? And I was like, it's like,
We had to miss the punchline. You dropped out.
he's like, oh, sorry. So he's like, do you see bathing suits these days? What are they making these things out of? Tooth floss?
Tooth floss?
Tooth floss. Not tooth floss.
Tooth.
Tooth floss.
Tooth loss.
Not tooth loss. Nobody said tooth loss.
Oh, man.
Tooth loss.
You folks love it. Tooth loss.
Hey, Sinbad. It sounded a lot like tooth loss. Hey, shut up, man. Don't give me fucking notes before the show.
Don't give me a note.
What
Shut your
did make your
mouth.
baby tooth out? How about dental floss? All right, man.
I remember this comedian saying that Rodney
We gotta-
Dangerfield got totally pissed at him because he told Rodney, he said he was sweating through his shirt. It was disgusting. And he said he told him, hey, Rodney, if you wear a T-shirt, it'll soak up the sweat. Keep it off your shirt. And Rodney was like, hey, fuck you. Mind your own business. And he's like, come on, man. I was just trying to give him a tip, And he goes off on me. He's like, it's a tip. That's a good showbiz tip. Yeah, wear a T-shirt. Wear deodorant.
Wait, who is this guy?
I can't remember. It might have been Belzer or somebody. I think it was the Bells.
Richard Belzer.
The late Bells. Oh, that's
Free
another one.
head slam. Then you got serious after the head slam. Like, I gotta quit fucking around.
No, he got serious when he got that TV series there.
Oh, he got serious when he got fucking head slammed by Hulk Hogan.
I'm not on an evening at the Improv no more. Get your shoe shine box.
Road Dog. You know where I got Road Dog from? I heard Paula Tompkins call this comic that one night. And she got up after him. I'm not going to say who it was, but he got so mad at her. And she said something about him because he did too much time. And he was like, fuck you. You a fucking road comic. You road dog. You a fucking road dog.
That's all right. It's okay to be a road dog. That's what it is to be a rock and roller.
A road comic is one step above a serial killer.
Oh. You got to keep moving on.
But
Got to be moving.
They make a lot of people make decent money just going. Are you just talking about guys that open up for people, or because there's a lot of guys that just do shows and make a bunch of money.
That's part of it. Yeah, like Rob Paravonian does great, man. He goes around the country. He does colleges. They love him. You do what you like.
Yeah. Man.
But still,
Rock the Bells. That was below the bells. The way I said, hey, Tom, hey, Chris. I pulled one of those off with Belzer. Because I was in Will Ferrell's Broadway show, and Bells saw it one night, and I didn't see him or anything, but we were at the party afterwards, and Bells passed by me, and he says, good show. And I just, as if I knew him, just said, thanks, Bells. I was ready. I was ready with the bells.
You're overly familiar with people.
I know.
And then
That's
you pretend to be someone else to get them to like you. You're lying to them, manipulating them.
Yeah, I put on a persona. I told them that I was the executive producer.
I act like I don't give a fuck, and then I pull out my handgun. Pop, 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 pop.
And you know what, guys? I could have killed him right then if I wanted to. I had the shot.
I know. You don't think I've played I could have killed him in my head many times? I could have saved the world if I went back in time.
Right?
Yeah, if I had the time machine, I don't know if Hitler would be first or Belzer. If I had a chance, if I had a crack at it again.
Wait, you'd stop Hulk Hogan from...
Yeah, I'd go back and stop Hogan from snapping his head so he would have kept doing stand-up and not gone over to TV, make all that TV money. He knocked the stand-up out of him.
You You could argue, as Lars von Trier has argued, that you could feel sorry for Hitler because he lost everything he dreamed of in one day.
Well, this
Couple
is a
days.
dash, but my favorite stand-up, what used to be not David Brenner, but anyone who would do a David Brenner impersonation. I was
which
just
was everybody at the time.
I just would die over David Brenner impersonations. They were always funny. I've always been a sucker for mimicry.
He had great hair. That
Hey,
hair, man.
Yeah, you're right. He had hair that was like Ken Burns's wig.
Right?
Ken Burns has got that lush Mo Howard.
But Kim Bur-
Wait, someone shot Roger's tongue with Novocaine.
I'm doing David Brenner. You're not even enjoying it. You're not even loving it.
Oh
David
no,
Brenner.
I missed it.
No, he's doing David
David
Brenner.
Brenner. I've forgotten how Brenner. This sounds like someone doing stand up with their head in a fish tank.
There's a guy. I don't know if he's still on New York One, or if New York One's even a thing anymore. But it was this older black gentleman, and it was really like a smooth voice, and it was just like.
Yeah, that's how the weather reports come through. Bucky Cloudy.
I would always say that, like, don't you see that? Like this guy, every.
He's got a speech impediment. That's how I feel about Charlemagne the God. It's like, doesn't anybody notice that he's got? Nobody's gonna say anything. Nobody, no, nothing.
There's a lot going on with that guy. That guy's got a lot of secrets.
What do you mean secrets, man? Secrets. What kind of secret you got? Anybody that was around Wendy Williams that much, and she's wacky. I mean, I guess Jerry knew her pretty well, but that lady was like a weird, wacky lady, and he was like her.
Oh, so he's kind of emulating her with that show. A little bit.
That's where he came from. That was where he started.
Was he a writer or just on the? Oh, he was like
Who?
Like a sidekick.
Jerry?
No, Charlemagne the God. He's a radio host.
Oh, he started with her.
Yeah, he started on her radio show.
Okay.
I think he was like a producer or whatever, like I don't know, assistant producer, whatever, one of the people that's in the studio with her, Okay, when she was on the radio, when she talked, he'd be in the studio with her.
Yeah, she went bananas Alfredo, man.
One of her zanies. I think she has medical issues, does she not?
Yeah, I think she got all kinds of issues, yeah.
She started passing out on the air and stuff.
She got bad shit crazy.
Bad shit crazy. Let's see.
Sir Thomas Horatio. There was a game show. Don Adams did scenes. They had smarmy director scenes. I was thinking about this. I was going to bring this thing up earlier, but it didn't seem to have anything to do with anything, so I didn't bring it up. But there used to be this show. Do you guys remember this show called Don Adams Screen Test? It lasted for about 5 minutes. I loved this show. Here's how it works.
That's what he's talking about, right?
Yeah, they get contestants to come on, and they show a scene from a movie. I remember they did one from Pillow Talk. So you see, who was it? It was Doris Day and whatever, Rock Hudson, in that split screen where they're both in the tub with all the suds. So they get these contestants to come on, and because it's related to Star Search, when they'd have those showcases where they would do a scene. Well, this is where you would see the studio, I think. And yeah, maybe Don Adams had the hat on. It's possible that he had the riding pants and the crop and the megaphone and would go, cut, and action. And they had to.
That was my idea. Give me the whole get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I standing over here like chopped liver? I want something. Give me something to do.
I want the big pants. I want a funny red jacket.
Now you're going to get naked. You're going to take off all your clothes and get in the tub.
Yeah. Now, hug him. Get close to him.
He says they had smarmy directors that no one had ever heard of doing the scenes. I think it's a good concept for a show, but I guess it was a failure. All the shows I loved always got canceled after half a season. Lucan, The Boy Raised by Wolves, maybe 5 episodes. Various Sasquatch programs, nothing. Planet of the Apes, barely.
Planet of the Apes, what? The TV show?
Yeah, didn't last.
Oh man.
Space 1999, short lived. Come on. You can never have too much
Jerry and
Martin
I are doing a
Landau.
podcast. Jerry and I are doing another podcast where we're apes making food. We're like the Planet of the Apes making food, cooking show.
So, like today, we're doing rinds.
So whatever weird
Just
shit, we have to go
rind.
do our research. We have to make. They ate this when Blue Eyes was captured. That morning they ate this.
Yeah.
So,
There's
so you have Salisbury steak.
Well, who knows what the apes eat? Well, remember when
They probably ate their lunch through a straw. They had milkshakes.
they never showed them eating, did they?
I remember seeing the apes eat.
No, because it would fuck the mask
No,
up. You'd have to
no, there
shove a
wasn't a lot of
banana into
eating.
a $2,000 mask.
Right?
Fuck you guys! I'm gonna have to water.
They don't smoke either. You notice that? There's no smoking on Planet of the Apes.
No, no.
You don't see Dr. Zaius smoking a pipe.
That was they put it in the ape rule book or whatever. They apes
Oh,
shall
yeah, what do
not
they call
smoke.
that? Yeah, like each show has its own. It's not canon. It's not bibliography. It's like Star Trek has one. It's like that's their big book of like, let's see it. I don't know. It's Sector 4. No, it turns out that these everything's got to line up. So they got their like one guy on staff who like has to know everything, do all the research.
They there's some really good documentaries on like how that whole series of movies, how they kept like spent less and less money on each movie, even though the movies were like not that bad, but as they got toward like the Battle of the Planet of the Apes, it's like the masks were all shitty and they just got like
Uh,
gorilla masks from the costume store. They
They
used they
just put the
used
extras. They put the extras in gorilla masks and just throw them out in front of the camera.
they did, yeah, it was like that, yeah.
Yeah. At
They
some
used like
point,
costumes from old movies.
you gotta you gotta go to Hollywood Costumes and get get me 200 gorilla
To the
masks.
monkey mask. I know.
This is our day, everybody. Um, yeah, Planet of the Apes. Can't forget how important that movie was. And
Soylent Green.
um,
That was one of my favorite
that was
movies when I was a
from.
kid.
Did you guys know that Planet of the Apes takes place 4000 BC? The
Is it
real
supposed to be that far? I thought it was no.
No, it's
BC.
got to
It's
be
supposed
like
to be like
after a couple
19.
extinctions.
It's supposed to be like 1989 or something like that, isn't it?
But
Well, what
is
about
it
the
an
Statue of
extinction?
Liberty?
Or
No,
not
but
an extinction, a full extinction, but were the humans all wiped out?
Yeah, they
yeah,
blew it. You
yeah. The humans
blew
blew it.
it.
They
So
had a
then the apes
nuclear war.
came. They evolved after a couple of thousand years.
I don't think it was supposed to be that long.
No,
I think he was supposed to have like come back like not that long after he left. He thought it was like way in the future, but it wasn't that far from now. Let me see. I think that
Yeah, it
in the
was it
story
was it was far enough for the apes to evolve. They had to learn speech. That's got to take a while.
that came from the nuclear holocaust, bro.
Oh, is that why they mutated? That's right. In the later stuff, I remember things ending up them worshiping the bomb. I think
Yeah, the humans were
that
worshiping the
was the
bomb
big
that were
finish.
yeah, the humans that survived under the mountain were worshiping the bomb.
Right.
that was
That
my
one didn't
idea. I'm
land for
sorry.
me.
I'm
Is that your?
sorry.
I'm sorry about that. That was mine.
Yeah, where's Rod Serling's? Where's his fancy ending now?
And then
They
Charlton
were
Heston
looking for
walks up
another.
to it. Doesn't he to walk up to it, touch it, and then leaves, and he got like $1 million to be there? In two, doesn't he show up for a millisecond?
Is that so?
Oh, you know
Think
what? You're
so.
right.
I'm not going to dispute it.
39, 3978 is when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, because yeah. So 3978. How many years is that from now? I'm just thinking about the possibilities.
If
How,
apes could actually.
See, but
Okay.
once you get
Oh
the
no.
nuclear
Oh,
factor in there, the
so
mutation factor.
Battle for the Planet of the Apes. The last movie was supposed to happen in 2003, and then some of the other movies are supposed to happen like in 1991. So you know,
That's
like
the
they
recent
did show stuff that
follow-ups.
happened,
Yeah.
like
but
2003
that's
battles.
because Caesar left the hut,
That's yes.
right?
That's battle. Yeah. Right when Caesar gets the apes to rise up against the humans. That's supposed to happen in 2003. So that was supposed
Boys
to
are
happen
back
20
in
years ago.
town. Boys are back in town.
They
That
wanted
was
to
when
use that
the
music.
apes are supposed to be like evolving around now because that was when he was the first ape that talked, right, Caesar, and he got the apes to go against the humans.
Well, the orcas are learning how to attack boats. Maybe it'll be
Are they
orcas.
really?
Fire the orca faces first.
You know, Cornelius and what's her face have a son. You know. You know what his name is? It's Milo.
Is it really
Same name
supposed to
as.
be Milo?
No, it's not supposed to be. It is. That's in one of the follow-up movies. They have a little Milo who's actually killed. That just happens to be my son's name too.
Cool name.
It's a Greek name that was kind of adopted by the Irish.
Uh, I wanted to tell you. I wanted to ask you. Have you seen Delaney?
Mm.
Have you seen the new thongs that girls are wearing?
They're like
They're made out of
They're
dental
like
floss.
dental floss.
Yeah, they're like dental floss.
Mm-hmm.
Tooth
I, you
floss.
know,
They're like
Fla fla
tooth
fla fla
floss.
floss.
what's the point of even wearing a bathing suit at this point? That's how little tooth floss covers.
Rod, you should have used that in the Catan show.
I got to be careful. You do some comedy in a comic group, someone will be like, "Hey, that's you
Hey,
know,
you're doing yeah, Rob Snyder's bit, dude.
someone could be filming you, and then they'd be like, look at this fucking dirty thief." So I try to stay away from things. But I use the McKay excuse too, which is like, if I haven't seen it, it doesn't exist. I created it. It's like, and I can truly claim that didn't influence what this is. Like, sorry, you
Yeah,
stole my
that will
joke. No,
happen.
I didn't actually. I just thought about a better way of doing it. And I see it all the time on the internet now. That like, you know, hundreds of people jump on the one way of doing a joke.
On the same
And they
thing.
all
Mm-hmm.
they all bite each. They're all like biting each other's. Yeah, there's all these underlings that are like trying to do the same thing that's getting all the attention.
Yeah.
So they're just basically stealing the whole concept, And then you
Yeah.
see it, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's fucking sad."
Yeah, I would see the
And
same joke on Seth and Colbert and Weekend Update. They would always basically write a lot of the same jokes.
I think they feel like they have to do it. Like if somebody else did it, he's like, well, they have to do it too. I have to do something about it, especially the stuff on the internet, like people who make like sketches or whatever.
That's why
You
when we were
know,
on SNL, they were like, people would be like, can I submit or whatever?" And I'm like, I don't. You might be able to submit, but don't. I don't want to read your ideas because I can't.
because I'm gonna do it.
SNL has
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah.
NBC has a thing where you can't read other sketches because then if you do it and it's influenced by this other thing, it's a lawsuit. So you're just encouraged not to. It doesn't make sense to do that. In
Oh,
fact, some people panic and did that. I think that Jay Moore did someone else's bit because he panicked one week and he wasn't doing anything, so he did someone's bit. But other than that,
Wait, he
don't do that
panicked?
shit.
What do you mean? Like he?
Like if you wanted to submit to SNL and they're like, "Here, read my material," I would be like, "I can't, I can't submit this." Like until someone was like, "Hey, we're looking for writers. If you know anybody," then you ask, then they submit. But
He
you're
panicked and
supposedly
submitted
not
a bit
supposed to
that
read
somebody
comedy
else.
bits because
Yeah.
if you in turn do something like it, they can come back and accuse you of. And yeah, someone accused Lutz of stealing the elevator idea.
That's been done so many times. Charlie Chaplin did that. I know that
Yeah,
asshole tried to sue SNL, and let's. But here's the funny thing: the fact that they were trapped on an escalator had nothing to do with the game of the scene. That was just the unusual thing. And like that's been played with. And I really wish I remembered at the time to give Lutz the tape of Howie Mandel's Live from Carnegie Mall, where he did a bit that predated the guy trying to sue Lutz for having the idea of someone being trapped on an escalator. I mean, it's just a dumb bit. But Lutz's real game was it was a disaster movie parody. He had
yeah.
Dratch and everybody playing all these awesome archetypes. It was really a wonderful kind of nod to like movies like Titanic, Poseidon Adventure. That was really what that scene was about. The escalator thing was just incidental. So yeah, and you can see that in a Chaplin film too. I mean, come on, that guy's got to grow up.
What's the in the pre elevator pre escalators? What the vaudevillians kind of joke
They had
about?
levers. They had levers. Come on, Buster Keaton had that spinning house. How about that? And he would have shit fall down around him and risk his own life.
Yeah, but what did everybody do? What he's saying is like, what's the thing that that everybody stole? The idea that everybody stole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put your
because
life on the line. Just risk your own life. That's all. That's
Yeah.
what
but
Harold
someone like
Lloyd did.
I've been trying to do a thing about this happened to me yesterday. I've been trying to make my murder shows funny somehow. Do a parody of them where it's funny, but there's still it's just really hard to do an accurate murder thing and make it funny. But I'm trying. It's a thing I worked
Eh,
on my whole life.
I'll bet the
But wait,
British
wait,
have
wait.
done it.
So I saw one. I saw one yesterday. It was a simple joke where, and I've been thinking about this forever. I've been thinking about this forever, which is like everyone always says how great a victim was, and what if the person was just an asshole, and people were genuinely going on about how you know, instead of saying she was whenever she walked in the room she lit it up. You're
It's
like,
kind of brought
she's kind
everybody
of a.
down.
I'm sorry that she's dead, but she's kind of a bitch. She's a real bitch. The way she treated me when I was in the whatever. So it's a really funny little thing, but you're like, that's everyone's thinking things like this. It's not now. There's there's millions of people now thinking what is funny. Everyone's a comedian.
That
So
Yeah.
reminds
so
me
like
of the
so
Raj.
these
Can I
jokes
answer?
are being repeated at the same time, and you see it, and you're like, because the algorithm shows you because they're like, oh, you like that joke, we'll show you someone else doing it.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That reminds me of the Onion headline: Area man loses cowardly battle with cancer.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
The one coward got covered.
Oh, fuck. They had a really funny one last week. Uh, all of them. They're all really good.
Wait, what was
Oh,
it?
oh, I have to leave you on
There was a
a
funny
cliff.
one. No, don't look it up. For
No, no,
God's
I'm not
sake.
going.
Yeah. Nobody. Nobody.
Um, it
It
had to
says
Nobody.
do
here,
with
look, Bovine says flattery is the sin baddest form of imitation. Yes, flattery. Now, imitation, that is the
you are
baddest
correct.
form.
Ah.
Yes,
I heard another story today. I'm going to share with you guys because we're talking about SNL. Apparently, Phil Hartman and like attacked Rob Schneider
I just
because
read that. I just read that post this morning.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
read
What?
the
I
same
did
thing you
too.
did. Yeah.
We're getting the same
What?
bit sent to us and the
What
same
exactly went
news
down
story.
there? I didn't fully
Apparently,
understand it.
apparently, Rob Schneider's girlfriend didn't like one of these pages, one of the SNL pages. I think she
Uh-huh.
may have been afraid that maybe she was a little too flirty with Rob Schneider. Who knows the real thing? But Phil Hartman had gotten her the internship, and she was a family friend of Phil Hartman. So Rob went and got her fired, and so then he
Uh-huh.
like attacked him, and it was like, "I'll fucking shoot you next time you do something like this.
Hey, the quote said, "I'll put a bullet in your head."
I'll put a fucking bullet in your head." Like, oh shit. Okay, Phil Hartman, you're right, man. You're right. Forget about it.
Jesus.
But could you guys imagine in a million years going out of your way to try to get a fucking page fired or an
That's a
intern let
that's a
go?
pretty asshole thing to do.
They'd have
It's
to
a
be
very
really,
asshole thing
really
to do,
bad.
but
I mean,
it's not
if they
unheard
were
of. I mean,
Right.
if they were dishonest in a serious way,
who
perhaps.
knows? Maybe she was a little weird with him. I don't know. So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe she was something. Who knows the real story? But I love that it ends with Phil Hartman telling him he's going to put a bullet in his fucking
Bullet
head,
in his head. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
and then that's how he
All
got
right.
killed.
The makeup guy on the UCB TV show and me did not get along. He didn't like me, I didn't like him. That's the way it was. And he told me, but he had to work with me because they kept bringing me in because I would work for free. He had no choice. And he told me because he was one of the makeup guys on SNL. He said when he met Phil Hartman stuck out his hand as if to shake it. He put out his hand. Phil took his hand and spat in it. And I don't even know how to respond to that. Of course, my question was like, why? And he said, I don't know. And I thought to myself, well, Hartman must have worked with him before. Because this guy was such an asshole. He was
Oh,
very
really?
good. He was very good at makeup. He did a good job, but everyone hated him. Norman. What did Raj say?
I didn't hear him. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't make it out.
I got to say, I like Raj's set today.
I know it's pretty
He's got the lamp. He's in the dark,
Victorian.
so it's a little Godfather-ish.
It's a
And
little
also, he's got the
Victorian,
play in
yeah.
the back of the room logo for him. Although design-wise, it'd be nice if that logo was on the other side of the square.
Yeah. Oh,
Can you move? Can
okay.
you Jerry Todd that over? You can. On the bottom
On
in the
this
dark
side.
spot. There we go. Bingo. He's not coming back.
Foreplay and dental hygiene. You weren't taking place. You weren't taking part in the discussion we were having. The video I sent around with the lady that was telling people how to wash their vaginas and stuff, and
By the time you
not to
guys,
eat butt.
I was occupied when the conversation went down, and by the time I looked at all the comments, I'm like, I am not looking at this video, but I did. I did this morning. I looked at the one that everyone said they don't want to look at, and yeah, she's a bit much. It's just people trying to get attention, I believe. They know what they're doing. They're doing all this shit on purpose to
Hers is
get.
all. It's all that. She's a nurse, and it's all like how to wash your vagina, how to properly wash your asshole properly.
That's what I heard.
She must be my
I
own
did not
teacher's
need to
daughter.
hear.
That's what I was thinking. Like that must be like I raised her right. My grandfather was always talking about washing booties, and we come
No,
from a
I decided to
tradition.
leave that one lie. Definitely leave it lie.
After like a minute, you're like, oh, he's just going to keep saying, vagina. You can't not say it for like 3-4 seconds.
Yeah, well, it takes forever for her to even get into it. It's like just tell me how to wash it. Come on.
Hey guys, before we have to move on with our days, and my day
Yeah.
is really moving on. It's already 3:30 in the afternoon. That's pretty late here in the East, at least for a fella like me. I got
Yeah, I
to go
gotta
to
get
this
going.
movie picture tonight at 8 o'clock in the city.
What are you
So
seeing?
it's Zach Woods' movie, The
Oh, right.
Accompanist. I think it's a
That's right.
follow up to The Pianist. It's not. It's a
Say, wait a
terrible
minute.
joke.
Wait.
Um, It would follow, though, that the accompanist would come after the pianist. But no, Zach wrote it with his writing partner, friend of mine, Brendan Gardner. And they've been writing together for a while. They wrote that Mike Judge show together, where Zach is like an animated therapist kind of radio guy.
Hmm.
Um, I've never been able to see full episodes of that. I really have to. Anyway, as you guys might have seen, he directed some shorts, and I
Hmm.
thought his shorts are terrific. He did one with
Pretty
Will,
good.
Will's in therapy,
The
and then he
therapist
did
and the
one
son.
with,
His son comes in.
yeah,
That's pretty funny.
yes. What's the one? And then he did another one with, who was in that? Boy, was it good. Oh, it was that actor. What's his name?
Mr.
Not.
Delaney, you have to go to sleep. You have to go to sleep, Mr. Delaney.
It's time for my nap, so I can
You're
stay
doing
awake for
you're
the
doing a
movie tonight.
podcast outside of a window, no one on the other side.
I don't know what's
Take
going
your
on.
pills. Take your pills and go to bed. You're at an
Nope.
insane asylum.
Nobody's. No one's there.
I'm
There's no
rambling.
podcast.
So no, I got to go to this movie tonight. So besides caffeine, I need a trick to keep myself going. I guess I could force myself to take another nap. I already took
There
two.
you go.
Yeah, force yourself to take another nap and then have an espresso right before when the movie starts.
Then you'd be good and yeah, you'll be right there, nice and talkative.
Maybe maybe I should sneak the espresso in and like drink it in the middle of the movie. 'Cause that's when I fall asleep. Is right in the third act, second act,
Yeah, once you start like seeing like
seeing
bird
stars.
bird circling and stars in your
Yeah,
head, you're gonna go to sleep.
yeah,
Yeah, take the shot.
yeah.
Shake
But
it
I don't want
off.
to show up to a premiere with a thermos.
That's
I
You
why
used
you
to
get
do
a
oh
shot of
extra work on
espresso.
SNL, and if I wanted to go to the cast party, I had to bring my library book with me. It's the only one at the cast party with a library book.
Go to Starbucks, get a double espresso shot. They give you a little cup for it. Then you can just slip it in your pocket.
I can put that in my crotch so I can sneak it into the movies. Extra hot. Just pray that there's no leakage.
It'll burn you. It'll burn you when you if you put coffee into a Ziploc bag and try to sneak it into the theater. But it works.
Anyway, so
Um,
this is Zach's first feature. It's a full on
that'll
feature
be
that
fun.
he
That'll be so
wrote.
exciting.
He and Brendan wrote it. He's not just a hired gun on this. This is really his movie. I'm very proud of him. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I want to be alert.
Good for him.
All right, everybody. On that
Well,
note,
everybody.
everybody go see Zach's movie. Go
Go
try
see
to
The
get into the premiere
Accompanist.
tonight.
It's a limited release, so you Los Angeles folks, keep your eye open for your listings. I'm
L.A.
sure
What's
it'll
it
be on
called?
Noir.
net.
Right.
Be on Netflix. The Accompanist.
The
I
Accompanist.
think. I believe.
Who's it starring?
Zach
Aubrey
Woods.
Plaza.
Who?
I hope Zach's in it somewhere. Aubrey's in it.
Aubrey Plaza. Oh yeah,
Uh
somebody
huh.
else said that. Somebody said that out
And I
here.
think maybe Susan Sarandon. I don't remember. I like going into movies not knowing much about them, so I haven't looked at the previews or anything. I like being surprised.
Oh, okay.
Why? What? No.
No, yeah. That's you're taking a
Jerry.
chance on movies.
Just
Jerry's thinking
spoil it.
about
Oh
Prison
no.
Friend and with
Yeah,
the
you're right.
lemon.
You're right that you're taking a chance. But the previews give away the good bits. They tell you what the three acts are, and I don't want to know what the story arc's going to be. I want to enjoy it as it unfolds.
Any hardcore nudity is a question. Hardcore.
Probably softcore. I would guess
Okay.
there's softcore nudity, like just
Well,
very brief, if any.
what's hardcore nudity? Like legs, ass
Yeah,
spread open, spread open ass.
Yeah, beaver shots.
yeah, like a lot of
This movie's disgusting.
lot of
I'm
spread
sorry. I wrote it. I
spreading.
finally wanted to get my heart out.
Why would this be in a movie? Why would you spread your ass cheeks to the camera?
Yeah, someone's on the
Hardcore.
phone and then it just goes like it zooms into someone's
Uh-oh.
vagina.
All right, that's the end of it.
Hardcore.
I'm gonna vamoose.
All
Get
right,
one, buddy.
guys. I'll try to.
All right, fellas.
I might not see you next week, but I'll let you know. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for being
Good
with me.
days,
Hey,
everybody.
happy birthday, Raj.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Horatio. Hey, man, if you happen to make it to L.A. tomorrow, I'll be around.
Okay. All right.
Let me know.
Not
man.
a bad
All right.
idea.
Bye, Jerry.
All right, Horace. See you,
Bye-bye,
Jerry.
buddy.
Bye, guys.
See you later. And to all you good folks, I will see you later. Hopefully next week, if not some other time. All right. I don't know why I'm going into vaudeville. Bye-bye.